Hi, it's me, covering alternative Pokemon content! Today we're going to look at Kindred Fates, and I'm going to talk to you about why it's not the next Pokemon. For the love of God, it's not the next Pokemon game at all. It's very, very different. And I think the most important part of this video, guys, for you to keep in mind is treat Kindred Fates like Kindred Fates. Don't treat it like Pokemon, don't expect a Pokemon game out of it, because if you do, you're going to be disappointed. You're not going to like the game. If you look at Kindred Fates as a game in itself, you might very well like it. It looks like it has a lot of potential, and it looks very cool, actually, to me. It's already doing very well over in its Kickstarter, as you can see. 35 million yen and rising, especially after A-Drive's video just now. He did shout them out a little bit in his video, so I guess the results are, well, we're watching the results right now. But the trailer is what we want to look at, guys, and I want to go into some of the details as to why this is not Pokemon, and there's very big and very important differences for any of you hopeful Pokemon fans. As we know, guys, Temtem was recently released, and, well, let's have a look at the stats for that. Here's Pokemon right now on Twitch. 4.7k views, with a pretty good spread on the viewers as well. The top viewer is 886. Let's have a look at Temtem right now. Temtem is 1.8k, and all of those are almost all, more than half of them are one guy. That game is not popular anymore. The hype is gone. It's not exciting. I've been seeing some people complaining about some of the changes they made to this game about finding Luma, where certain Luma are promoted in a week and the other ones' rates have gone up, or sorry, lower. It's harder to find them, if you know what I mean, which is, I don't know, it's questionable. So anyway, the Pokemon resemblance and the Pokemon hype around this game is done already, I think. And now we're looking at Kindred Fates, and the same thing is happening to this game too. First things first, guys, let's have a look at the trailer and let's go into some of the discussion as to why this is not Pokemon. It's open world. Pokemon is not open world. Pokemon, you walk into the wild area, and the wild area is rather restricted. It is the only open world area, but towns and everything else is all a separate loading zone. This is open world, which is very cool. It's a big markup from old current Pokemon, honestly. But if we look at the combat here, as you can see, it's very much not Pokemon whatsoever. I think one of the biggest factors in Pokemon that makes it Pokemon is the strategy, time taking and turn-based combat. That's huge. 4 moves, extremely well balanced, developed over so many years, has made competitive scene for that extremely nice and balanced, and it works very well. And very fun to play too. However, here we have live action combat with 3 moves. There's no strategy involved in this, or at least very little strategy. And what I'm reminded of is Spellbreaker. It looks a little like Spellbreaker, and you have these spells. I guess you're playing as a little monster instead. That's just a big difference, guys. I think that's going to completely separate it from Pokemon. The graphics are another thing. Well, it does look really different. Honestly, most of the graphics here look really cheap to me. I don't know what else to say about that. Now, flying, though, that's cool. That's pretty cool. But we don't know if that's automated or if you have control over that. Challenge your friends. I feel like the combat isn't as exciting. There doesn't seem to be. I mean, it's just like what, Tekken or Pokken tournament. I don't know. I wouldn't feel, from what I've seen so far, I don't feel like there's going to be that excitement to challenge my friends. It just doesn't have the same impact on me as a turn-based combat strategy game does. I'd love to fight my friends in Pokemon, and I do, and there's a lot of excitement around who might win, because it's all a mind game as well, which is a big part of the fun of it. This is just Tekken, Pokken. And the themes, let's move on to the story, guys. The theme of this story is totally different. You can see it's a much more melancholic story, sad theme, that you're actually trying to save animals from dying, literally dying. You know, in Pokemon they've always held back on that point, and Pokemon only ever faint. But here you can lose them forever. They die, and here's what looks to be a tombstone for one of those lost Pokemon. Or something, I don't know. He's paying his respects to a dead dead monster. I don't know. It seems pretty sad. It seems like the clientele they're aiming at to buy this game is much older than Pokemon's, which is big difference as well. Pokemon is very much being remodeled and made and targeted to kids. Even though us adults do play it, it's targeted at kids very clearly. The story is so simplistic, it's boring, and the gameplay is easy. It's just, and the colors are bright. The themes are cute. This isn't. So that's big differences, guys. It's not a Pokemon game at all to me. It's a Kindred Fates game to me, and I'll be definitely looking forward to trying it out, and we'll see what it's like. And I'm very curious to see if some of the money they earned, the 35 million yen or $350,000, very curious to see how much that gets used on upscaling their graphics. I know it's open world, so I wonder how limited they are in this. Of course it's indie, and that's always a problem with the quality, long-term quality factor for games, I think. But maybe it'll be a short hype game. That'll be very interesting. Of course, the comparisons to Pokemon are not going to end here with this video. However, if you are interested in this game and excited for this game, I would recommend you stop your comparisons to Pokemon now, because if you just treat it like Kindred Fates, you're going to be excited for Kindred Fates. If you treat it like a Pokemon clone, you're going to be excited for Pokemon, and you're going to be disappointed. You're not going to get the Pokemon things that make Pokemon that Pokemon, you know? You're going to get something very different, and you're going to lose interest fast. So just make that difference clear in your own minds for now, and let's see what comes out of this. As we can see from the accomplishments here, the achievements and the goals, they're going to reach co-op, I think, before 69 hours is finished. I think that'll be it. I don't think they're going to manage to make it to 3 new legendary kinfolk. However, I think that's definitely something they'll do anyway for free after the game is out. So I don't think there's too much worry there. It's a whole 100k more, and it's not going to happen. That's it, guys. Tell me what you think. What are your thoughts? Have you heard of this game yet? Of course, if you haven't, let me know what you think. I'm curious to see. Would you like to see me cover it when it's out? I think we might have quite a while before we're going to be able to get some gameplay of it ourselves. However, it looks like pre-alpha has made its rounds over on YouTube as well, so it is content for you to check out. But that's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Until the next video. Hopefully it's going to be Pokemon. Till then, bye!